here, MLH Media. We are here returning back to the interview sector side of things. We are on the road to A1 Combat 27 now, I believe. Man, it's the numbers just keep on stacking up over there, and I'm here with one of the man himself, one of the guys that's been leading that kind of just overall hype and growth over there at A1 Combat, Mr. Terrance Saeteurn, my guy over there in the 707. How you doing today, brother?
I'm good. Doing good, Mike. How you doing, man?
Always a pleasure to get to sit down with you, my man. Always a great time to get to sit down with the man that they call Wrong Turn. It was funny. The other day, I actually seen a road sign. It was a Wrong Turn road sign. And I was like, dude, I'm going to have to steal this just for the sake of knowing you, man.
That's funny. I actually got like a little. My uncle got like this little. It's probably like 12 by like 8 sign that says wrong turn on it. He got me one. I want to say like last year. I just put it up recently in my room.
Sick. That's sick. It's going to be an
Yeah.
awesome kind of memorative post too, especially once you start to get really to. I mean, you're already climbing up these ranks, man. But once you hit that UFC, once you hit that one championship maybe type level, you're gonna look at that road sign. You're gonna be like, man, I'm gonna have to grab me a couple more of those bad boys. But just speaking a little bit about this upcoming matchup that you got coming up over there, May 2nd over there at the Hard Rock Casino. I mean, originally was not supposed to be at the Hard Rock Casino. Can you kind of speak to the fans a little bit about how you got the date change, how you're taking the main event slot kind of, being moved around a little bit? How are you kind of feeling about everything and the way that this kind of card has came together now coming up on May 2nd?
Yeah, so originally, I believe the date was April the 18th, and then my manager Jeremy had reached out to me and was like, "Hey, they're moving the date back to May 2nd. Are you still down?" And I was like, "Okay, yeah, that's fine." And then he asked me, he was like, "Is the same fight, the same dude good?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's cool." I wasn't too sure. I mean, I know we had just got done talking about what happened, but yeah, I wasn't sure what the bout order was gonna be leading into it, but I knew that I was gonna be fighting later on because I'm one of the title fights, right? Um, but I mean, back at the Hard Rock, I love fighting there. It's always a lot of fun, and we always do really well out there, and I'm excited, man. It's been a little bit long of a layoff since my last fight, and I'm ready to fucking go, man. I feel like I've been getting ready to fight for hella long now, so I'm ready.
What do you do in these type of layoffs for a fighter like yourself? Because it's like how you stated, you're someone that likes to stay active. You're someone that doesn't really take a whole lot of time off of really active fighting. I mean, you're someone it always seems you're either in a camp or you're right about to hop into a camp. What is something that Terrance Saeteurn kind of does to really just turn that switch off, start to relax a little bit, and not so much be in that fight mode? Because it definitely can take a wear and tear on your body to always just be going, 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 going. What's a way that you're maybe relaxing a little bit?
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, you said it. Something. I mean, after all of my fights so far, me and my girl usually go out to go eat. I mean, I try to take her out and like spend some time with her, some quality time with her, make some time for my friends and my family. But I was actually getting ready for something in February because there was a fight card in February that A1 had hosted, and I was trying to get on that card, but we couldn't find anybody we couldn't find an opponent in time, so that got pushed back, and then I got I had another opportunity in February to go out to Las Vegas, but that kind of fell through. So since like December, I was like getting ready, preparing like I was gonna fight soon, and then those two things kind of fell through out of my control, and signed the fight on April, which I was like, okay, it's in another 2 months, so that's not too bad. And I just kind of kept preparing like I was gonna get ready, and then I got the word again that it was gonna get pushed back, so I was like, fuck, that's even even longer. So this fight camp, I feel like has kind of dragged on a bit, but stuff happens for a reason, things happen for a reason, and I feel like it's really given me the time to like really, really be sharp and sharper and fine tune some things that I was having trouble with. So all in all, man, like I just said, man, things happen for a reason, and it is what it is. What had happened, it was out of my control. What I can control is being ready for this, and I'm supremely confident that I am ready to fucking go out there and show out in a couple of weeks.
Speaking about you being out there in Vegas a little bit, you actually were helping assist somebody a little bit in their lead up to their fight camp, I believe, Mr. Brandon Moreno, as he was looking to go ahead and take on Steve Urseg, I believe, most recently this time around,
I
correct?
think it was Ali Albazi. I think it was the
Yes, yes,
Albazi
yes,
fight. It
correct.
might have been
You
that one.
helping out
Yeah.
in that Ali Albazi camp. How was that experience over there? I mean, you getting to train with some of the top dogs over there in Vegas, but then also, I mean, Brandon Moreno, one of the top guys over there currently in the flyweight division. How's that to get to train alongside him?
Yeah, man, second time going out there to go help him with his camp, and it was dope, dude. Like there was again, he flew out like a good group of guys, like five or six of us, to go out there and help him out, and he housed us, and it was cool, man. Like just rubbing shoulders with him, and then like like he remembered me, which was kind of like I don't want to say surprising, but it was nice, like knowing that, like, hey, he remembers me and he's been kind of following my journey so far as well. Being able to go out there and get some rounds in with him, and then the rounds with all the other guys that were there, it was a lot of fun, man. And I'm definitely down to go out there and do it again. It's always great going out there.
What would you kind of say is the biggest difference from being over there in the California Fairfield area than being in Vegas? It's almost like two completely different worlds. I always tell anybody because people ask me like, "Oh, how is Vegas? You know, being on the West Coast or whatever." I'm like, it is nothing like California. But I mean, coming from somebody from the Fairfield area, you know, the Bay Area, definitely is a whole different vibe. How do you kind of like Vegas, especially as someone that possibly could be looking at it as your future home in a couple of years, right?
Yeah, Vegas is cool, man. I would say like the biggest difference from like training out there and then training at home is the facilities. Like the PI is fucking huge, bro, and it has everything that you need. Recovery, like strength and conditioning in place. Got a hella mat area. They got full size cages. They got like nutritionists there, and then like for the recovery, they got like a cold plunge pool, a hot tub, steam room, sauna. The red light thing. Yeah,
Works.
like literally everything, man. And then the Iridium HQ compound is dope too. It's literally like you walk in and then there's like a little lounge area, and then right behind the lounge area is like this big ass open mat space for you to train in. And and then obviously going out there and being able to train with UFC caliber guys, and not saying that my teammates back home aren't any good, but just being able to rub shoulders with high level people, and being able to get rounds in with them and getting tips and little tricks from them, and was super super cool, and it was humbling. I was very honored to go out there, and yeah, I would be more than willing to go out there and do it again.
Bit of a little drier climate than what you may be used to over there in the Bay Area,
Yeah,
but
yeah, it's a little drier. Yeah.
still definitely a good time in Vegas as always. And I mean, always a good time over there in the Bay Area as well. Looking to bring some of that Bay Area action and funk to the cage is Mr. Terrance Saeteurn, May 2nd over there at the Hard Rock. Can you kind of speak a little bit about the opponent choice for this one, Mr. Isiah Torres, 7-2-1 on the regional scene, kind of a little bit outside more of the state of California. How are you looking at the matchup going into it? Obviously, a 7-2-1 record to add onto the resume of Terrance Saeteurn. I mean, it could be that everlasting note that you need to get in the UFC, or do you just feel like just another fight, another man to knock down?
Yeah, I'm not looking past Isaiah. I know that he is dangerous. Like you said, his record is really good. I know he's on like a win streak right now. Um, I know that he has a pro boxing fight. He's got a couple of kickboxing fights. He's got a sub win. I believe he's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. And on paper, he seems like a very, very complete fighter, and he's dangerous wherever the fight goes. And it's going to be another test for myself, and I'm excited to go out there and just do what I do best, and that's just fucking put on a show. And I'm excited, man. I know he's gonna bring it. And I'm ready to fucking go.
I think that both of you gentlemen, and like it's kind of like how you stated, both of you very, very scrappy. You guys both like to keep it up on the feet. He, like how you said, has a professional boxing fight on his record, tons of kickboxing kind of experience thrown in there as well. And then, I mean, you yourself, aren't you as well a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, I believe, correct?
Yeah, yeah, I got my purple belt shit maybe like 4 years ago. I don't even remember, man. It's been some years though since I got my purple belt.
Would it be fair to say that the fight fans over there at the Hard Rock should be expecting a tornado when you two enter the cage? Because that's how I'm feeling watching both of your guys' fights. I mean, it just feels like there is going to be a ton of action to get to break down over there on May 2nd. Maybe one of the most opponents that is down to bang with you in terms of the flyweight division that you have seen yet, because there hasn't been a lot of guys that really want to keep it up on the feet with Mr. Saeteurn, but possibility of having that chance over there on May 2nd. Would I be wrong in saying that?
No, yeah, I would say that you pretty much hit the nail on the head, man. It's gonna be, like I feel like the way that I fight is super exciting. As long as I just go out there and I fight like myself and I be myself, it's gonna be exciting. And I know Isaiah is gonna look to bring it, man. He's not gonna come out here and fucking be a pushover. He's gonna come out here and he's gonna try to take what's mine, and that doesn't sit very well with me. And I'm looking forward to going out there and putting on a show and defending what's mine.
Over there in the Bay Area, a main representation of mixed martial arts, a true class act, Mr. Terrance Saeteurn. There's been a ton of mixed martial arts action going on across the state of California. Obviously, A1 has been putting on things over there in NorCal for quite some time. You're obviously the champ over there. Fight Night at the Tech's been coming around the corner. Obviously, also very, very close to you over there in the San Jose area. How has that been to kind of see the bring back of mixed martial arts to the Bay Area, an area that's pretty, pretty close to you? The bringing back Chris Cyborg, bringing back all these old stars. How is that to be able to see that? I know it's not in your backyard per se, but it's pretty dang close. And then also getting to compete at A1, be a champion over there. It must be a pretty special time right now to be a mixed martial artist in the Bay Area. I mean, I would be wrong in saying that. It feels like everything's happening over there right now.
Yeah, man. I think it's really awesome that Scott Coker is bringing a fight night at the Tech back to San Jose. I actually just met him for the first time last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. Him and Gilbert came by to Bobby Saronio's gym. I've been doing a lot of cross training over there. I mean, we cross train all the time, but especially for this fight camp, I've been going out there pretty often. Yeah, it was really cool to go out there, and it's really cool to go and meet Scott Coker, and I think he's doing a great job. I would like to, if not, fight at one of the events. I would like to at least go and watch the one of the events soon too, man. They do like a bunch of hybrid cards, right? Like I know they got like Muay Thai and then MMA, so it's cool. It's cool. Like I don't think I've ever been to an event where it was a hybrid card, where they're kind of like jumping back and forth between Muay Thai and MMA. So that would be super cool to go to just watch and experience. I would like to see the arena. I haven't heard any bad things about him, about the event, and yeah, man, I think he's doing a great job. He's a really nice guy, and yeah, he's doing a good job.
It's quite crazy to see, like how you said, going and jumping from, they got Muay Thai, they got MMA, and then now I believe Chris Cyborg is going to kind of be bringing in the boxing side of things with her appearance over there at Fight Night at the Tech. You've been killing it in your own right at A1 Combat. How has that been to get to work with that Saronio family?
It's been awesome, man. Like when I very first started training, him and his pop pulled up to T Farrell, and like we've been working together ever since. And it's always love when I see him. His dad, his coach is awesome, man. Like I've been over their house and hit the cold plunge in their house, and like his pop is like always reaching out, making sure that I'm cool. I love those guys, man. They're like an extension of our family over at T Farrell, and it's really cool to see the way that they approach fighting as well. Like because they got their own style. It's a sport karate, heavy sport karate, heavy wrestling style, and it's cool to see the stuff that they do and then like pick up the things that I feel like is useful for me. Just grinding it out with the guys, and they're all super friendly, man. They make me feel super welcome, and it's always love when I see them.
Definitely all love filling over there from Team Train for Life and Team Saronio over there. And I mean, just one last question here from you, Mr. Saeteurn. You have had quite the mixed martial arts career in your time. But I mean, getting to speak to young Saeteurn, let's take it back a couple years, man. When you were over there fighting in the Panda Cup, you're fighting in the freaking BACs, the SFCs, Extreme Twos. Did you ever feel like you would get to the point to where you've gotten now, man? You know, getting to train alongside the likes and bumping some shoulders with stars like Brandon Moreno, you know, getting big possibilities like the ones that you were just speaking about in Vegas, you know, being the A1 Combat Flyweight champion, being a champion at a very, very big organization within UFC Fight Pass. You have had quite the kind of upskill in career. Did you feel like this would be the path that you have taken all along?
That is a very good question, man. If I were to talk to my younger self, like I just started fighting, I would tell him to remember to enjoy the process, man, because it's not always going to be fun. It's going to be very, very hard. There's going to be a lot of times where you're going to feel unmotivated. But if you just keep on keeping on, man, it's going to be a life that's worth living. Fuck, dude, younger me, I don't know if younger me would even believe the older me telling him like, dude, you're going to meet Brandon Moreno one day and you're going to be able to train with him and you're going to go out there and go to the UFCPI and all these things in just a few years, man. So buckle the fuck up and be ready to go, bro. And yeah, it's funny that you say that, bro, because Sonny actually posted some pictures of when I was an amateur still, and it's just like fuck, bro. Like very recently, and I see it, and I'm like, damn, dude. Like it feels like yesterday, man. Literally feels like yesterday, where I just walked in super green, getting the shit kicked out of me by everybody, and just continuously just grinding. And I'm a professional fighter, which kind of still feels kind of weird to say to people, like when they ask me what I do. Um, yeah, and like even now, so I was saying, like people will recognize me and they'll be like, "Hey, you're a fighter, right?" And then usually my answer now is just like, "Yeah, only if you pay me." So it's like I'm not gonna fucking go out and go look for a fight, but I mean if you pay me some good money, then yeah, I can be a fighter. It's been a wild journey, and I feel like I'm not it's just the beginning still, and I feel like I've been saying it's just the beginning. We've been saying it's just the beginning for the past 7, 8 years, man, and it's still just the beginning, and I feel like I'm like barely reaching and scratching the surface of like my full potential, and I'm excited to see where the future holds, what the future holds, and where I'm gonna go with this.
Always a great pleasure to get to speak to you. It's always like almost a motivational speak. It's like speaking to that older cousin whenever I'm getting to speak to Mr. Terrance Saeteurn over there out of the 707. Any last messages that you wanted to go ahead and end off the call with today before we head into that flyweight championship matchup over there on May 2nd?
Yeah, so those of you tuning in, just make sure that you guys pull up at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Wheatland, California, May the 2nd. Ticket link is going to be in my bio on Instagram at Wrong Turn MMA. Just make sure you click my name, Terrance Saeteurn, at the drop box for the fighter that you're supporting. If you can't tune in, they will also be streaming it on UFC Fight Pass. Go ahead and subscribe to them. Thank you, Mike. It's always cool talking to you, man. Like, I mean, I know we hang out, all the time after my fights and everything. So you're one of the homies, man. And so it's good to see you. Good to see you're doing well. Happy Easter. I want to give a shout out to my management agency, Iridium Sports Agency, Jason, Jeremy, and Jacob. You guys doing a good job, just taking care of me, man, and making me feel like a part of your family as well. Thank you, A1 Combat. Thank you to my sponsor at a Whole New Day company. If you guys are interested in copping any Wrong Turn or a Whole New Day merch, if you guys just go on a wholenewday.com, you'll be able to cop some merch there. Speaking of the merch, I wanted to give a shout out to my girl, Nicole. She's made all of my fight shirts so far. So if you guys are a fan of my fight shirts, you are a fan of hers. So go ahead and give her a follow on Instagram at Nick Kai Art, um, and follow her art journey as well. Um, Thank you to my team, Nobody MMA, the gym, T4L, all the sister schools there that I've been going to go train and cross train with. 707 Triumph, uh, Resistance, Rooted, Saber, Gorilla. You know, Coach Sonny, Adam, Houston, Bobby, AB, Amini, Kanoa, Blake, man. I love you guys, and I'm ready to fucking go in a couple of weeks.
Or is what is looking to be painted on the canvas over there. May 2nd, Terrance Saeteurn over there at the Hard Rock Casino looking to take on Isiah Torres in a Flyweight Championship defense over there for the man out of the 707. Thank you so much for your time. As always, a great pleasure getting to speak with you, my man. Michael Hernandez here, MLH Media, signing out on the 559 with the guy that used to be the champ over here, my guy, Terrance Saeteurn.